and welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we will be continuing along with the master levels. Today is Minos Judgement, 4th Canto of Inferno. I really do like this map. There's a lot to do and a lot of fun areas to fight. What I particularly like about it is that there's a number of different ways that you can go about going through this map. And I'll be honest, most of them are usually ending up with a lot of damage and a lot of traps. I think the way I go through it will show you how to get by without getting ambushed too badly, and to basically exposing and pot-shotting one area from the other without really much risk of damage, and therefore when you get to that area, it's really quite open and most of the enemies are gone. Anyway, I hope to be able to show you that in today's video. But I should also mention that the master levels were released as a series of single mod maps, but Doom enthusiasts have created various patches to allow you to play the master levels as one continuous game. That's just how I like to do it. And I found one on Doom World called, well, the file name is master_psn.zip. Hopefully it would work if you choose that patch. It hopefully would work as well for you as it has for me. Okay, well, what do we have here? We have some enemies. We do have the shotgun available right away, so we go ahead and legitimately use that. There will be just some enemies in this room, some imps and a couple of shotgunners, so why don't we go ahead and dispose of those enemies. I take care of the shotgunners first, obviously. There are imps above as well. Perhaps I haven't triggered that imp. So we will go pick up this ammo. And there's going to be an imp around each of these corners. And on the other side, little single eye, the last imp in this room. So now we have everyone. If you need a stim pack, there's one right there for you if you took some damage. So now I'll go back down just to show. So we have, this is where we started. So we have 2 doors here in the lower level, and there's 2 doors as I showed you above. So let's start at the lower level. On the right, there's going to be a solitary imp. We'll dispose of him, kind of blast him off the platform. We will get that Megasphere, we just can't get it yet. But do pick up these health bonuses. They do count towards your 100%, of course. We are looking to get 100% in all the categories. We have 191 kills to get, 5 secrets, and 38 items to pick up. So there's quite a bit to do. As you know, this game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. We are playing on the ultraviolence difficulty setting, and we hope to get 100% in all 3 of those categories. So we will leave the left door in the bottom for the moment. We will now go to the top doors. It doesn't matter which. It's basically kind of a semicircular staircase. Enemies behind each door. So have your rifle ready. And there are some on the other side. Perhaps we can do a little bit of pot shotting. Don't hit the switch quite yet, I guess. Alright, well, we'll go around to the other side. It's just a little bit easier, I think, with limited ammo. There are enemies right at the door on both sides. Well, my aim was not true, but the shotgunners was. Remaining imp. And down we go. So we'll go in here, hit the switch. You can enter from either side. These teleporters will bring you back basically to the start area outside. So if things get a little hairy, you can just retreat there. There's the super shotgun, so we will legitimately be using that. But it will release a trap, so we go ahead, grab those. 2 specters come our way. Perhaps we'll jump out. It seemed to be there were some enemies closing in, so we'll head back down. And I guess if the specters are gone, we can use the regular shotgun on the remaining imp. Let's just make sure. Nope, a few more imps left. Okay, I'll check to make sure there's no specter that's teleported. But for the moment, this is a secret, so do tag it. So there's a backpack, which is wonderful. Berserk pack, also nice to have. Armor, if you do need it. And so we won't take the teleporter, because I don't know if there is a specter. No, it doesn't appear to be. All right, so we've cleared that area, tagged the secret, picked up the super shotgun. And now we can continue along, having done the right door at the bottom level of the start. We can now go left, so let's go ahead with the regular shotgun to conserve some ammo. Some enemies this way, and now the super shotgun for the pinky. So we can go down this hallway or this hallway. We're going to start here, but be careful. You can see already some enemies through this grated area. So why don't we go ahead, take care of the 3 enemies that see us immediately, and then let's wake up the 2 enemies that are kind of out of our view, an imp and a Hell Knight. We will be entering this small room after, and there are going to be other enemies there to fight off to begin with once we get in there. So it's probably best to dispose of them now. That's my preference. So what we can do now is we can go down this way, or we can go this way. We'll continue this way. That's the one of the 2 blue key doors. We can't go through there yet, but we can go through here. So why don't we go ahead and enter. It doesn't matter which teleporter takes us to the same place. So once we step out, the crushing ceiling will come down. There's an imp around the corner here. So let's go ahead, grab that mega armor, and grab the imp that's waiting for us now. And we're going to jump over to where he was. If you heard the little secret door open, that's because it was behind where we just opened. And we get the BFG so early in the map. Very nice to have. Let's see if we can casually jump back there. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a Baron. Maybe we should get the Baron first before I show you the next area. So why don't we go ahead, introduce ourselves to our red muscular friend, and let's see if we can dispose of him without really taking any damage. That would be ideal, of course. Using the super shotgun, we've gone ahead and done that. So now we can, if you do, by the way, need the green armor, it's right there. Do be aware of the crushing ceiling. We don't want to be squished. So let's go ahead, see if we can make our way over. No, not enough running room. Be nice if we can just get over there so I can show you. Let's see if we can do it. All right. So here, we're just going to do some clearing, basically. Careful the damaging floor below. There are some rad suits to be found, and then we're going to go find one right away. We're also going to find, in this area, here's the rad suit, some enemies, of course, like imps and a specter and the odd shotgunner. But we're also going to find the rocket launcher. So let's grab that so we can legitimately fire those if needed. And then we'll leave that rad suit for now in case we need it later. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to wake up and dispose of the enemies. Because this is actually the final area once we get the yellow key. The other thing we want to accomplish here is we want to make sure that Archvile, if you can see the Archvile up there, we want the Archvile to teleport because we're going to deal with him in a better location later. Alright, so that's the end of the Archvile. He's not dead, I just mean that's the end of dealing with him for now. We will not go through these, we'll see other doors like this, we will not go through them. There's actually shotgunners waiting for us directly on the other side of that, so it's probably not the best idea. I don't like to do that. I guess we'll grab the green armor, and we'll just jump back through the teleporter in this area. The Archvile is behind this door. We can't get to him anyway, we don't have the blue key, but that's where he is, and we need to keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go ahead, maybe with the regular shotgun at this point. Oh, maybe the super shotgun. We do want to get rid of the chain gunner so we can use the chain gun. A few tappas maybe? There are some shotgunners in this room. There's also a chain gunner above, right there, if you see it. Looks like he's been disposed of by the shotgunner, thank you kindly. And there are a couple of shotgunners over here, a little tappa. I guess now we'll use our regular shotgun. Do hit that barrel. It will destroy most of the enemies. We will be going into that little room. There might be a surviving imp, I can't see, but for the most part, most of the enemies, if not all of them, have been disposed of. And when we enter that tiny room, we won't have to fight a bunch of imps surrounding, clawing and scratching. So that is the other blue key door. We can't go there yet. There's an area here we'll get to in a moment. But first, we're going to enter this area. Shotgunners, Mancubus, and beyond will be, and some imps, and beyond will be a Revenant. We're going to try to get the shotgunner and also get the barrels behind it. Often destroys the Revenant before he can get his missiles on us. I don't know if we're going to be able to reach it. Sounds to me like we destroyed the barrels. I don't know what we accomplished, though. Did we get the Revenant? Maybe not. So let's get rid of our friend here. No, we did. Okay, so you can see the Revenant got destroyed by the barrels. That's wonderful. Pick up the better armor. The Mega Armor's in here. That's why we want to come in here and grab some rocket ammo. So now we'll continue up. Do grab this pack of bullets. Box of bullets would be great. As we walk by here, we will trigger a trap on this left wall for some enemies. Nothing too serious, but you know, if you're not prepared, they could sustain some damage. Pistol starters. Here's your chainsaw if you want it. So at this point, that door really is kind of like a see-through holographic door. So let's go ahead and blast the Hell Knight. Get a cheap shot in on it. There's also a chain gunner there, so be careful. And a shotgunner. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like we've disposed of everyone. There's a lost soul around the corner. Let's not let him disappear. So at this point, we could take the elevator down, and we will, the lift down, because there's not only some ammo, but the health bonus counts towards our 100%. This was the barreled room in this main area that we shot at. So all the imps were destroyed, and we didn't face any opposition coming down here just to retrieve some ammo and the health bonus. So now what we can do, we continue on. Nothing happens with Witch Face, but we can go into this room. And yes, plasma rifle, that would be nice. So now we can legitimately use that on this level. I'll hit the switch in a moment, but if you're short on ammo, which you might be, if you carefully, as you can see, this is the main room we took a look at before. If you move along carefully, you can grab this box of shotgun shells. This is the only way to get it, by the way, is up through this room. And over here for some plasma. So those are a couple of little ammo dumps for you to grab to help you make it through the level. And of course the plasma rifle. We will go now, hit that switch. It will open up this door for a secret area. And we will turn the corner and destroy one more enemy, the chain gunner. We will stay here a little bit, try to get some infighting going. It's not the best vantage point to really dispose of many of the enemies. As you can see, a lot of your shots don't really hit. But let's try, maybe we'll have better luck with the chain gun. We do want to try to get that chain gunner up there. So we will be exploring, so this is the main, basically, fighting square to dispose of the enemies to get the yellow key. We will be, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's best to try to dispose of these enemies before you get into these actual rooms. That's what we will be doing. It's just not really from this particular vantage point. It's not the best one. We will be doing that again, and I will show you how. So we'll continue now, take the lift back down, as you recall, to this familiar area. And now, like we did the other way in the green goo area, there's another green goo area. So we're going to enter, this is the next section, there's going to be a spectre on either side. Don't advance too far. There are enemies to the right through those windows, or that window with the bars. And there are also enemies beyond, such as a shotgunner, a Kako. And we don't want to alert them quite yet. So maybe chain gunner, and use your chain gun on the chain gunner and the shotgunners. There, I think, is an imp or two. It looks like we woke up the Kako. That's fine. I guess let the Kako come. Blast the Kako away. We should be... Yes, we do want to wake up the shotgunner so we don't have to tangle with him later. Okay, so the enemies have been cleared until we grab the blue key. So let's see. Are there any imps? I think so, yes. There we go. We will be entering that room, of course. We do prefer, like I said, is the theme really of this map. We do prefer to enter them, though, having disposed of the enemies from adjacent rooms. So that's what we're doing here. So what's next now? We're going to grab the blue key. Those pillars will lower, and a few of our Hell Knight friends will come out to play. So let's let them come to us. One side or the other, it doesn't really matter. Perhaps they can choose for us. Just that this is a better hold point to take out the Hell Knights. They come to the stairs. I haven't seen them climb the stairs, so I think we're reasonably safe here. It's a pot shot, much to their chagrin, I'm sure. There's one, and there's the other. Okay, so this is a series of switches that we're going to have to hit in sequence. One will reveal a soul sphere. The other will reveal, radiation suit, and we need both. So let's. Typically, I kind of jump this way, head over, grab that, press this button to get out, and now we head over here. Oh, perhaps I didn't do the sequence right. Okay, let's try that again. Usually I get the rad suit out. I don't know what I've quite done wrong here. Thought I had the rad suit. What happened to it? Okay, this is silly. This hasn't happened before. Let's try that another time then. Okay. There. Sorry, you're not supposed to go into the room to get the rad suit. Okay, that was a big waste of time, and took some loss. Don't do that. Just go ahead and not into the room to get the rad suit. That's how you do it. My apologies for not remembering that spot. There are some health and armor bonuses here, so grab them. First, this secret area. Let's go ahead. This is the area with the original Hell Knight that we disposed of. The adjacent room, so we have less enemies to face. There will be, as soon as we cross over here, a chain gunner coming out to greet us. This will reveal a revenant. Oop. And that wasn't the most artful, but anyway, those are the enemies you should expect. So we're done in this room. Let's head out, and then we go to the next secret area, which is similar to that other tunneled area we did before. This is just on the other side of it. And so let's go ahead. We can go ahead and grab the next rad suit. After we've cleared the area, we have. So grab that rad suit, health if you need it. Certainly grab the ammo, that would be nice. If you remember on the other side, that's where we got the rocket launcher. So we'll leave this rad suit for now. Our goal here is to wake up all the enemies, so we don't have to tangle with them later. Ultimately, when we make it to this room, it'll just be the Revenant, will be the last remaining enemy that we'll have to face. So I keep the rad suits in case we have to run around too much due to him. As I mentioned before, we're in the similar tunnel. Do not go through that door. There are shotgunners waiting for us. So we will retreat back to where we started, if you will, for this section. And now we're good to go with the blue key and now the blue doors. So you may remember if we go through here and back down the hall and up the stairs that way, that's where the Archvile is waiting for us behind the blue door. We are not going to go that way first. We're going to take this left side of the map blue door, if you will. And this is really where the pot shotting begins. So why don't we go ahead, grab all of the wonderful ammo that is stored in this room. As you may recall, we got them from this green area, green damaging floor area. So this is where we start getting some infighting going. As you can see, the Mancubus are really quite helpless to do much to you at this point, but they will certainly fight off the Spectres for us and the Imps. That would be nice. So let's continue. You can hear some infighting going. Some enemies below. One of them teleported in. Don't forget, hit these switches. There are chain gunners, really. We do want to be careful of that chain gunner across. And the rocket, of course. Okay, so why don't we go ahead, clear the enemies that have teleported in. There is a shotgun on either side of this alcove, or this stairwell. Okay, so just grab the ammo, I guess, and hope for some more infighting. That would be great. Get ready to blast. As soon as we get into the room, there will be enemies. Well, the timing actually worked out quite wonderful, and that was really fortuitous, I think. Pick up their ammo. Be mindful the Mancubi can get you. They can both blast you that far away. And as you can see, whenever you hear the teleporter, be mindful that they can teleport and sneak upon you from behind. So there's a couple of Revenants and a Hell Knight in this pocket. If you want, actually, since we got the plasma rifle, why don't we have a little fun with that? I guess I didn't have a lot of fun with that because I got hit pretty bad with it. Their rockets, so that did not work out well. So don't do that. I do hear some teleporting going on. In this case, the imp got in here. I'll grab the stim pack since I took some foolish damage. No, can't reach from there. Alright, I guess it's just this bloody corpse that's teleported. Down here there will be a health bonus. Do grab it. It does count towards your 100%, and it is super easy to miss. Mindful of the other enemies having teleported. So it looks like, for the most part, it's really one, maybe two Mancubus left. There may be some other enemies. We're going to just double check. Yes, there is the last chain gunner, and oh, there is. So let's get ready to go find the other enemies through the teleporters, because they have teleported around. Okay, well, I guess he found me first. So let's go ahead. We'll get out of this area once the Mancubus is done blasting. Grab a little bit of health. But it looks to me, although I could be mistaken, I don't think there are many enemies left in this area. But you know what? To be safe, we'll do a quick run through the teleporter areas. I have done all the alcoves, excuse me. So that should be fine. I guess I'll grab that. I guess it might be a shotgunner down below because I do not see the shotgunner anywhere, or the chain gunner. So it looks like that enemy is below with the with the Mancubus in this room, which is the red key room, by the way. Can't get in there yet. So having finished that blue room area, we will grab our trusty plasma rifle. As you may remember, the Archvile did teleport in here from the final area beyond the yellow bars. We don't have the yellow key anyway, but we will. Alright, so he's done with. There's a chain gunner at the top of the stairs. He's your number one priority to dispose of. Imps on either side on the top ledges. And an imp on each side of these stairs. And then we're going to go ahead and blast the gunners down below here, grab their ammo. Then we're going to do it again, down on this side, and grab their ammo. You may remember this is where these the damaging floor area was, where we had been running through. We picked up the rocket launcher and so on. There were gunners on both doors on either side, so we don't want to go in through that way. That's why we come in through this way. A few enemies waiting in here. Go ahead and activate this. We're going to, just to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't appear there are any enemies left in this yellow gated area, which is the final area. So that we can't go down yet, but we don't have the yellow key. But that's that final area, and we will get there. So either of these ledges, both of them, I guess, have some health bonuses and some ammo. They are also traps. They will spring some imps, a shotgunner, and a specter, for example. So why don't we go over here? As soon as you grab... So do pick up your health bonuses. They count towards your 100%. Any ammo that you need. We got everything there. I don't remember, was there a computer area map here and I grabbed it, or is that on the other side? I guess we'll find out in a moment. But there is a computer area map here. Lost soul in this case. Alright, and the specter. So it looks like, yeah, the computer area map was on the other side, so we did pick that up. The armor bonuses, the ammo were nice to have. And of course the red key. So now we have completed this area basically. And now we can go down back to the main area that we were overseeing before. And now we can enter the room. Let's get our rocket launcher ready. Where it should be maybe a shotgun or two and a couple of Mancubi. Or some Mancubi. So let's have a look see. They're probably already weakened by infighting. Now I did hear... Well, I don't hear any more. So it doesn't seem like there's any more enemies. But we'll keep an ear out. So there's a box of rockets here. A solitary rocket over here on this side. And then there is some ammo up here with the yellow key. So let's gather up the ammo. Nice to have. A little bit of plasma, sure, some shotgun shells. And the yellow key. And the yellow key is the final key that we need in order to complete the level. Let's see, what's the best route to get to the yellow key area? Well, let's see. Perhaps we'll go this way. Actually, does this open with the LP? I think so. It does not. Okay, well, pardon me then. We're going to have to just take a bit of a detour. Grab any stim packs if you need. So I guess just stay off the goo as you make your way through here. Maybe grab that. Okay, armed with the yellow key, why don't we go ahead now, open up all the areas, pick up all the ammo, and there should just be one enemy, and that enemy should be right behind us, being the Revenant. And that should be that. So let's grab whatever ammo we want, maybe some health, and let's do a final stock. Yes, all 191 kills, all 5 secrets, all 38 items, and you know what that means, yes indeed, we are done. And that's Minos Judgement, a fun map, a map that it's, like I said, it's best to pot shot from adjacent areas in order to really reduce the amount of damage you'll take. And when you enter, imagine entering that room with the yellow key without having disposed of any of those enemies in the hallways above and in the arena below. I mean, it would just be a bloodbath, I think. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough and got some good ideas on how to proceed your own way. If you did like what you saw, yeah, for sure, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any further videos that I upload. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope to see you on the next one. Thanks very much.